After over 170 days of arguing, battles, twists, and drama, the Arizona Legislature has officially wrapped up. Or, in their words, Sine. It's Maya with Capital Watch, and I'm here to give you the rundown on what happened at the Arizona Legislature. It's been a while since we updated everyone, and there's a lot of updates that we need to cover. Let's start off with the big headlines. The Arizona 2021 legislative session is officially over, which means that Republicans and Ducey came together to pass a budget. Now, let's be clear. This is an absolutely atrocious budget that will have long-lasting negative impacts on the state of Arizona, its resources, and the economy. You know this is a bad budget when the Arizona Senate doesn't pass the budget until 2:30 in the morning, when most Arizonans are asleep. The main highlight and downside of the budget is Ducey's prized flat tax. The flat tax is essentially a giant tax giveaway for Ducey's wealthiest buddies just to undermine Prop 208. You know, when Arizonans voted to finally fund public education. Throughout the entire odds and ends of the budget, the overarching theme was an attack on education. The flat tax gives away $1.9 billion to the wealthy at the expense of education and resources for everyday Arizonans. The wealthiest people benefiting from this plan, making over $500,000 a year, will save over $12,000 in their tax cuts. But for everyday Arizonans, they'll only save maybe $31 a year. So what will you do with your $31? I mean, you could fill your tank of gas once this year, right? On top of the giveaways to the wealthy, it contains rural infrastructure cuts totaling up to $19 million. Notably, this cut only affects rural communities, once again leaving out Arizonans who need these resources the most. It also cuts 50% of the state park's heritage fund, weakening the resources for public land. The budget also has policy elements, which is not what the budget should be used for. It prohibits schools and districts from implementing mask mandates, which is crucial at a time when young children are facing higher rates of COVID. It also brought back SB 1532, which is a $5,000 fine for teachers if they discuss anything that could be considered controversial. Despite this bill failing multiple times, Republicans still managed to sneak this into the budget. Now, as for the effects that the budget has on policing, it now requires that every member of the Civilian Review Board can only be current or former police officers. This is an issue because police have proven that they cannot hold themselves accountable. Like in most government jobs, a third party is conducting the overview. Why does Phoenix PD get special treatment? On to ballot measures, the GOP is referring a few to the ballot that would rewrite the Constitution and take power away from the people. This is completely against the traditions of citizen initiatives in Arizona and is once again a temper tantrum for Prop 208 passing. This is not a sustainable budget, and we'll have to address the impacts of these cuts down the line. Overall, we came together to fight hard this year. We killed a lot of terrible bills and had a lot of great wins. We can only imagine how much worse it could have been without all of your support and without you fighting for a better Arizona. But as you can see, Republicans only prioritize themselves in partisan politics. Finally, keep an eye out in August for our scorecard where we grade every legislator on how they voted to see if they really defended Arizonans. And go to progressarizona.org to sign up for our newsletter and to get more updates on what we cover here.